I'll give it just another minute to see if anybody else hops on.
Who do we have so far?
Just you and Liz. You met Liz. She's the one who did our guided meditation.
Hi, Tammy.
Oh, yes. Hi, Liz. How are you?
Good. I just sent you an email.
Okay, yeah, I'll get it probably tomorrow. I'm going to work.
Good.
How have you been, Jenna?
I've been good. Just taking one day at a time.
Yeah.
I missed you yesterday.
I know. Terry told me it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. I don't know what happened. Penny didn't end up making it. I don't know if you knew that or not, but
oh no.
Yeah,
I'll have to reach out to her.
But yeah, it was good. All in all, throughout the weekend, I think I had like 60 or 65 people between all four time slots. So it was a good event.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it was fun. We made roller balls. It's called How to Survive the 9 to 5s. They were roller balls to help you survive the work week or school week or, just the ups and downs of work-life balance.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I'm going to try to now use my computer and see if it's just easier than my phone now that I'm at the computer.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see me on your phone or if you'll be able to see the screen because I have a video that we're going to watch. So if you can get onto your computer, that would be awesome just because I think you might be able to see it better, but I don't really know how it works on the phone end.
Yeah, I'm going to try right now on the computer, but.
Hi, Christina.
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Hi, I can.
Hi. Okay, I got disconnected. I should be good.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Jenna. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
We'll go ahead and get started. Liz, you should see an option where you'll be able to mute your call just to prevent any background noise for everybody else on the call. And then, of course, if you have questions, just unmute it. Do you see how you can do that on your phone? Perfect. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining. I just wanted to welcome you guys back. It's our first call of the new year. This call is directed more towards people who are interested in the business. And it's an opportunity for us to kind of just, talk about the business side of things so that we don't distract the education part. A lot of people are on that call who aren't interested in the business. So, and then this way we can kind of dive into, some more of those questions and, business ideas that people have. So tonight I kind of just wanted to jump on and get us back on track for the new year and see where everybody's at as far as, what the business looks like for 2018 for you. And as we all know, there's a place in doTERRA for everybody. So whether that's you want to hit the ground running or you still want to kind of take it slow, whatever you want to do, that's kind of your prerogative. But I'm here to support you with whatever that looks like. I wanted to get everybody's opinion on how often you think we should do these calls. I would like to do a team call like this with just builders. And then I'd like to do the education calls that I've been doing once I kind of get settled on my living arrangements, I guess, if you will. I'll pick up those education calls again. Right now, I kind of just want to focus on the business and support you guys and support my team and not overcommit to something that I can't adhere to, guaranteed. So I was kind of thinking we could do these business calls once a week or every other week. And then in between every other week, we could do the education call. So that means on Monday, it's just a routine week. So you can join the education call and then the following week, it would be a business call. or if you guys think that we need to do it more often than every other week, I'm open to that too. My kind of vision is to do a group building call like we're doing tonight. And then, of course, you guys can text me and email me, day to day, week to week as needed. But then for those who are actively doing the business, those of you who are actively enrolling people and showing me that you're putting in the effort, I would love to do a one-on-one with those people who are actively doing the business. That way you are getting the specific attention that you need. We can, do goal setting. We can talk about placements. Just narrow it down more specific one-on-one. But in order to maximize my time, I need to see it on your guys' end that you are actively doing the business. So I think that's kind of where my mind is. Do you guys have any thoughts as far as if you want to do it weekly or bi-weekly, or how much time you think that you can commit to these team calls? And if it's something that you want to think about and we can, I can sidebar with you guys and follow up and kind of get your thoughts on it. We can do that too. If you don't know, like right at this moment, we don't have to decide. Does anybody have any thoughts on that?
Hey, Jenna, it's Christina. So either twice a month or once a month would work for me, because I'm still like baby steps, as you could see. I'm not like full blown just because work is like atrocious, but those are my thoughts.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think if we just do every other week, I think that's a good starting spot. And then, like I said, those who are actively doing it, I can support you individually. And then on the off weeks, we'll do the education call is kind of what I'm thinking. So it'll just be on my calendar that every Monday night, I'm either doing an education call or the building call. Excuse me. I think that would kind of be a good starting place. I would love to see if there's specific questions that you guys want to talk about, if there's specific business things that you want me to focus on. Tonight, I kind of just wanted to hop on and just kind of get it started. I have a video that I want to show. It's about a 20-minute video. It's recorded from convention, so the sound isn't the best, but it's a really, really powerful presentation, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And then I have some of my topics that I want to focus on. I'm also going to do an A to Z on business. So every letter of the alphabet will be a different business topic, and I'll start that on our next call. So tonight was kind of just to gather everybody back together and kind of take off running from there. So is there any topics that you guys would like me to cover in the future that you know of right now?
Hi, Jenna, this is Liz. I'm wanting to be able how to be more resourceful in using it as far as offering samples for massage sessions. I incorporate it, but how to get it to the next selling point, if it's in rollerball form or if it's a smaller sample of that. What do you feel is the next step once you to have on hand? Because I feel like a tangible thing to send off with clients would be beneficial, but maybe what's the most cost effective?
Absolutely. So that's a really great one. I just wrote that down. I will gather some things together and I'll make sure to talk about that on the next call. There's some really great options on some things that I can help you with. I have enrolled a spa before, a spa at the El Dorado Hotel. I've signed them up and they're using the oils in their treatments, and then they're also using some in the retail section. So I can definitely let you know which tend to be the most popular from a massage standpoint from spas. Give you some ideas on samples and whatnot. So I'll get that prepared and I'll go over that on the next call.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Go ahead.
I was going to say there's two things that I wrote down that I feel that I'm always coming up against and just need some more information. The first one is just understanding kind of the power of 3 and the percentages a little bit better. That's always hard for me to understand and explain to folks.
Okay.
And then the other thing is, and I know that I have reached out to you before about this question, but learning more about kind of where my boundaries are as far as, sometimes coworkers or family members will come to me and say, I don't want to do the oils or buy, but do you have anything for a cough or XYZ? And then I find like 2 months later, they're coming and asking the same thing. And I don't mind helping them and teaching them, but ultimately I want them to enroll and me not be like their apothecary.
Definitely. And I know we've gone over that a little bit, but that's a good one. I can definitely spend some time going over that with you too. And I think that's a good topic for other people to hear as well, because it will come up. So I will definitely plan to talk about some of those things on the next call for sure. Perfect. All right, well, let's go ahead and start the video. Bear with me as I get it pulled up, and please let me know if you guys can hear it okay.
Please welcome to the stage, doTERRA Blue Diamond, Ruth Goff.
Can you guys hear that okay?
Yes, I can hear it.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much. My friends, it is so humbling. Thank you. It is so humbling to be here with you today. Has it not just been the most exhilarating 2.5 days that we've had together, learning about the even broader mission of doTERRA, recognizing that we are more prepared than ever to truly offer the world an East meets West natural first approach to wellness. It's so exciting. We are making history. What a privilege it is that we get to be a part of it. As we've learned at the feet of experts and listened to the inspiring words of our leaders, I've had this overwhelming sense of gratitude that just keeps rising up within me. I feel ready to join this great mission to disrupt healthcare, to change the world. Our time is now. Are y'all ready? Yeah? So who's here for the first time? Raise your hands high. Who's here for the very first time? Whoa, look around, guys. That's awesome. I'll never forget the very first time I came to convention. 3 years ago, I came to convention alone. I arrived to convention knowing that doTERRA products were powerful and they were pure. They had made a dramatic impact for me and my family. But it was at that convention that I truly started to comprehend the mission and the heart of doTERRA. You see, it was there that I came to realize that the very same doTERRA products that had changed my life were literally changing the lives of millions of others around the globe in very powerful ways. As I came to understand the bigger mission of the Healing Hands Foundation and the purpose and the power of our co-impact sourcing initiatives, it became very clear to me that doTERRA wouldn't just change my life and other product users like me, but that doTERRA's mission was bigger. Our purpose is to enrich and bless the lives of every person involved in our processes. It was at that convention that I began to feel the heart of doTERRA and to grasp its mission. And to say the very least, that was empowering. It was at that conference that something started to awaken within me. As Emily Wright shared with us at that convention her purpose in doTERRA, her desire to bring light and hope and healing into the hearts and homes worldwide, I sensed that purpose start to rise up within me. Emily pointed out that many of our lives have been impacted enormously because of doTERRA. And it was then that she expressed her heartfelt desire that those of us whose lives have been changed would consider sharing the wonderful gifts that had made such an impact for us. When she made that invitation, I experienced something that I can only describe as clarity. I felt something start to awaken within me, and I knew that this was something that I could do. In fact, I knew it was something that I was meant to do. Although I had walked into that convention feeling like many of us feel from time to time, full of self-doubt, with an overwhelming sense of unworthiness. When Emily asked for people willing to join her in this great mission, it took every ounce of strength and self-discipline in my tiny little body to not stand up right then and there and say, I will, Emily, I will join you. But today, from this stage, I am here to declare my firm determination that developed on that day. For the rest of my life, with every breath that God grants me, I intend to join with every single one of you to lift and love and bless and serve and educate and inspire, to share the good gifts that I have been given, to be a wellness advocate. Because really, that is who we are. That is what we do. As wellness advocates, we just look for and see the good in others. We shine our light for others when theirs are dim. And we see potential in others that oftentimes they don't even see in themselves, because we know and have experienced for ourselves that within us all there is a light. It's a divine and powerful light that connects us to our higher self and to one another. That light helps us to understand and have a true concept of who we are and why we're here. It's this same light that leads and directs us in our life, that helps us to feel and understand our mission and our purpose and our worth. But for far too many of us, we experience darkness. Perhaps some of you here today have yourself or someone you love who experiences these sensations. Darkness can take hold for a million different reasons. Sometimes we feel disconnected from our light within because of chemical or physical imbalances in our bodies or minds. Sometimes we just have very difficult life circumstances. Sometimes we have problems with addiction or devastation. The reasons are endless, but the end result of this darkness is always the same. Little by little, living in darkness, we forget who we are and why we're here. We lose sight of our worth and begin to question our purpose and our value. And in that darkness, we begin to lose hope. Living without hope is exhausting and painful. I know, because that is where I was for.
Oh, what happened? I don't know what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
please welcome
jeez.
to the stage doTERRA Blue Diamond, Ruth Goff.
Changed and impacted your life. Would you guys guess that it was Andrew, the doctor, who got Ruth, the yoga therapist, into the... Something started to happen. My friends, for this family that I love with it became the only option left, my doctors told me, the only option left was to remove my disease. That is where I was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I was the picture of disempowerment.
I don't remember where we left off.
The reasons are endless, but the end result of this darkness is always the same. Little by little, living in darkness, we forget who we are and why we're here. We lose sight of our worth and begin to question our purpose and our value. And in that darkness, we begin to lose hope. Living without hope is exhausting and painful. I know, because that is where I was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I was the picture of disempowerment. And although I was super, super good at wearing that perfect little mask and everything's okay, in reality, I had been trying to deal with too much for too long, and I was near a breaking point. On the outside, it might have seemed like everything was picture perfect. I mean, this was the social media image. Let's see. Do you guys see this? The social media image that we're all so good at displaying. Perfect family, perfect life. I was married to McDreamy. We had 5 beautiful kids. We had just purchased our first home, and we were thriving in our faith and in our careers. Andrew was a doctor in training, and I was busy with a flexible career that allowed me all kinds of freedom. Everything on the surface seemed to everyone around us that everything was perfect. But under that mask, things were anything but okay. You see, that middle daughter there, Lillian, she lives her life on the spectrum. And our 2 sons, Benjamin and Noah, deal with severe respiratory issues. As their mother, I felt powerless to help my children. Andrew was working about 80 or 100 hours a week as a busy medical resident. I was left to raise our family and deal with my church responsibilities and home responsibilities and to somehow try and make ends meet. And I felt like I was drowning. And consider this irony. Professionally, I'm a yoga therapist and meditation instructor. It is my job to teach people how to breathe. But at that time in my life, I couldn't even breathe. You see, for years I've been experiencing severe digestive issues, which had led me to take part in clinical trials and undergo expensive and invasive medical procedures and take, all the drugs. But as they failed me and my condition deteriorated, it became the only option left, my doctors told me, the only option left was to remove my diseased bowel. But what was going in my bowel, I now understand, was deeply connected to what was going on in my mind. But so many people don't understand that connection. My gut was sick. My mind was sicker. I'm not going to bore you guys with all the details, but I'm going to suffice it to say that I was living in a state of continual darkness. And despite my very best efforts, I couldn't exercise or meditate or yoga or clean eat or positive think or pray or even medicate my problems away. I felt like a zombie. And it was at that point in my life that I had come to the conclusion, and I'm not proud of this, but I had come to the conclusion that perhaps the most brave and loving thing that I could do for this family that I love with every ounce of me, to fade away. To find a way to create some space where I imagined that someone much better than me could come and love my family in a way that I believed that I never could. And the weight of this darkness was crushing me. I had lost all faith that I had any power to change. I will forever be grateful that my friend Jackie Beauchamp listened to the light within her. And although she, like everyone else in our life, had no idea what was really happening in our home, she followed a prompting to share. She invited her dear friend Molly Dayton to fly out from Utah to teach a class in my home. That's right, Molly is amazing. And when Molly taught that class, something started to happen. My friends, sometimes you too are going to feel that call to serve. Sometimes it's not going to make any sense at all why you're getting that inkling inside that you need to share with someone. In fact, oftentimes when you try to share with people, they might feel resistant. They might reject you at first. But if you listen to and trust your instincts, trust your gut, I would just ask you, please do not give hope. Too many people out there have been through too many failed experiments, and it is hard for them to have faith in something that is as simple as little gifts from the earth. I mean, consider how one tiny drop of oil has changed and impacted your life. But that simplicity is sometimes not seen by everyone. The power is lost in them. But I'm asking you, I'm begging you, don't give up. Had it not been for my sweet husband, Dr. Andrew Goff, who followed his gut after hearing Molly's presentation in our home, seeing the potential for aromatic medicine in our life, I never, ever would have tried essential oils. They eventually changed my life. And so no one ever guesses. Would you guys guess that it was Andrew the doctor who got Ruth the yoga therapist into doTERRA? Right? It's a little strange, but that's our story. And here from this stage, I'd like to take the opportunity, because he does not get to hear it nearly enough. Andrew, you were right. Thank you. So Andrew, he's a good little doctor, right? And when my box of oils arrived at my home, he had written out an actual prescription of what I was meant to do with them. It was very simple but powerful steps. Just take your lifelong vitality and Terrazyme. Keep wild orange diffusing all of the time, right? This is what we tell people to do. And use digestion oil as needed throughout the day. In fact, it was so simple that even when things started to shift for me, they were so natural and so easy that I didn't even realize it. But then something changed, and I'm going to remember that day forever. It was a beautiful day outside, and I decided that instead of the regular homeschool, routine that we did with our children, it was a great idea to take our kids out to the Detroit Zoo for some hands-on learning. It was so much fun. So much fun that it was really hot outside. And so then it made perfect sense to me that I should take my kids swimming at an outdoor pool. That was my two youngest daughters' first time ever swimming with their mom. It was a really magical start of the day. And that night, when Andrew called to check in and see how we were all doing, he was totally floored to find out that I had just picked up some food for a picnic, and we were on our way out to a park to enjoy the beautiful evening. He was also floored to find when he asked how I was enjoying my doTERRA products, but I was not exactly sure if they were even working. Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing now when I think about it. But then he asked me something that changed my life. He said, Ruth, do you remember the last time you felt up to doing any of these things with your kids? And as I considered and reflected upon his inspired question, I literally had to pull our little minivan over to the side of the road because I became very emotional. I guess you'd call it a miracle. Because what happened to me in that moment, for the first time in as long as I could remember, was miraculous. I felt hope. And I had no idea what was happening or what was working or why it was working. But I knew that powerful things were starting to change. My friends, hope is one of the most powerful things in the entire world because it is the fuel to our life within. And although I had no idea what was happening, I knew that I was on the right path. I knew that things were shifting in our life. I had hope that things would change for us. And I knew in that moment with every fiber of my being that I didn't want to miss it. I knew that this was meant to be. And so I just stayed on this path. I just dived in head first. I started using essential oils on our kids and then on my clients. And I was a witness to miracle after miracle after miracle, which eventually led me to my very first doTERRA convention 3 years ago. And I came to that convention to learn more about the products that had changed my life. You see, that very night that Hope came back, I had enrolled in my very first class to understand why things were changing and how they were changing. I wanted to know everything that I could possibly learn about essential oils. And so I came to convention to get more information. But can you imagine how surprised I was that what I actually left convention with was a purpose and a mission of my own? Yet that convention was exactly where I was meant to be. And so my friends, don't doubt for even 1 second that you are here for a wise purpose. that you too are being called to ignite or perhaps reignite your fire within. Because empowerment is powerful. It changes you in extraordinary ways. There's something even more powerful, though, than being empowered yourself. And I started to realize this after I left that first convention, when I very imperfectly, and in fact almost humorously imperfectly, began to share my love for doTERRA and its mission with my whole heart. And like you, there's a ton of powerful stories and some really humorous, some even embarrassing stories that I could share about my journey in sharing doTERRA over the last 3 years. But with your permission and theirs, there are 2 stories that inspire me and teach me more about empowerment that I would like to share with you today. My first story is about military specialist Tyler Tripp. He is the brave husband of beautiful Melissa Tripp, a wellness advocate, and the father to Riley and Cameron. Tyler served our country in 2013 and 2014 in Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. And it was there that Tyler learned the real cost of life. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, Tyler paid a great price for us. As Tyler explains it, the military is really good at teaching troops to be warfighters. But what they fail to tell you is that the real war starts when you get home. You see, while in Afghanistan, in addition to experiences that led Tyler to sustain some very serious physical injuries, he also experienced the devastating loss of his bunkmate and dear friend, Private First Class William Dawson. And in Tyler's words, you do not know him, but he died to protect you. Guys, this is the invisible burden that Tyler and so many others carried home with them. My friends, sometimes it's easier for us to recognize and honor the cost of those who died to protect us. But oftentimes we fail to see the real price paid by those first responders and veterans and firefighters and our police officers and our public servants who carry with them the burdens that they have personally experienced while they fight to protect us. Oftentimes, these living heroes fight with a darkness and a lack of hope that is devastating to both them and the ones that they love the most. And Tyler experienced this. He returned from the war still fighting a battle. And although he underwent surgery and other medical procedures to try and help his body and mind, he lived in constant pain and mental anguish. In fact, Tyler describes many times when he too longed for it all to end. Thank goodness for Cheryl Olson, a dear friend and wellness advocate who met Melissa at a vendor event. She began to teach and mentor Melissa and provided her with much needed hope and tools to empower herself, her children, and her husband. I'll never forget it. When Dr. Goff and I first sat down with Tyler and Melissa, he was on 32 powerful and potent prescription medications. Tyler and Melissa felt like their life was completely out of control, but Melissa is a fighter, and Tyler loves Melissa. Together, they were persistent and consistent. And if you have not heard Tyler Tripp talk about Lifelong Vitality and essential oils and how they completely set him free, you need to make it a point to do so, because his story will change you as it has changed me and hundreds of other veterans and first responders and other people lucky enough to be a part of their oily tribe. Tyler and Melissa now serve full-time in their doTERRA business. They have been empowered, and now they work diligently at cultivating the freedom that allows them to empower others. They work for a great service organization. It's called Big Paws. You can see Tyler there with his service dog, Bane, who was given to him to help him in his recovery. Big Paws helps veterans and first responders in need. Tyler and Melissa serve with Big Paws. They serve in their doTERRA organization because they have been empowered and they now find meaning and purpose in empowering and mentoring others. So do you guys mind if he's here today? Can we let Tyler stand up? Thank you so much, Tyler and Melissa, for your service today. You guys see him? Thank you, Tyler and Melissa. On behalf of all of us, thank you so much for your service and for allowing us to share your story. The next powerful story that I felt led to share with you today is of my dear friends, Bill and Jody Hoffman. Now, this is their gorgeous family. We all call them the bunch because they have been blended and bonded together in love. Many of you know Jody best as the inspiring and very humorous leader of Oil My Goodness. But I first got to know Jody when she asked me to come and speak to her autism support group about what we were doing for our daughter to naturally help and support her journey. One thing led to another, and today Bill and Jody travel the country tirelessly, driving all over the place, sharing the joy and the beauty of doTERRA essential oils and mentoring their oily tribe. Their work is very purposeful. As they were returning from one of these powerful trips just recently, Bill shared something that inspired me, and with his permission, I'm going to share it with you today. Bill said, I took my wife out on a date tonight. No big deal, except it was. If I tried to take her on the date 2 years ago, she would have had a panic attack about the crowds. She would have made us leave that honky-tonk bar because the tables were sticky. She never would have let me take pictures of her. She would have hated the loud music. And she would have missed half of the fun of Nashville because I'm telling you, there's no way that her back would have allowed her to make it up all of those stairs. But tonight, she went to the rooftop of every building we entered because the view was better. She took selfies in the crowd and at one point even handed me her camera and said, take my picture. For 5 years, I watched her make choices about what activities she could do based on her pain, anxiety, and limitations. It hurt me to see her hurt so badly, but there was nothing that I could do. Today, instead, I got to watch her run up to wherever she wanted to go without thinking twice. So I have to give credit where credit is due. Thank you, doTERRA. Thank you, Lifeline Vitality. Thank you, Deep Blue. And because her group of 500 people would shoot me if I didn't mention it. Thank you, Bergmont. Isn't that powerful? It's also inspiring for me to note that last week, Jody and Bill did something that I'm really not looking forward to. They dropped off their oldest son to college. And although their blended family, like many of ours, have sometimes felt the strain of financial burdens, because of the financial abundance they have cultivated in their doTERRA business, they were able to pay cash for their son's college tuition. That is empowering. Thank you so much, Bill and Jody, for allowing us to share your story. I cannot tell you how empowering it felt for me this morning as I watched these leaders and so many others walk across this leadership stage, celebrating them and all of their doTERRA journey. And it stood out to me that this journey of doTERRA and empowerment, it just keeps giving and giving and giving. Because not only has doTERRA empowered me and my family, it has allowed me the opportunity to cultivate a space and shine some light, empowering others on their journey. But the biggest joy of all is to celebrate as they then turn around and shine their now bright light and hold space for their teams and teach their teams to do exactly the same thing. It's like this never-ending cycle of life-altering, hope-filled empowerment. This is what it means to be a doTERRA wellness advocate. And this is what sets our products and our company, and especially this business model, apart from everything else. And you are at the center of it all. This is your work. This is your opportunity. Ask yourself, how many lives will you change because of your determination to advocate for wellness? doTERRA exemplifies the culture of service, the culture of abundance, the culture of giving support and hope. Our leaders are taught to serve with their whole hearts, more concerned about where they are needed than with what they need. Because they know that as they make real and lasting impact in other people's lives, their influence and freedom and ability to do good in the world enlarges and expands exponentially. Yes, they are living testaments that as we choose to lead with a powerful purpose, our power increases and our purpose expands. I love this business because it is as natural as it is good. The more we love and lift and serve and bless, the more we experience being loved and lifted and served and blessed. As we are given, so we can give. As we plant that seed of hope, love grows forth. And love is the real deal of doTERRA, right? Love is our real purpose. Pure love or charity is at the heart of everything that we do in doTERRA. Has your life not been changed as you have been touched this week learning about this mission of love of doTERRA? As we help those in need, have you not felt the call to serve bigger, to love bigger? This love, this charity, it is the purest and highest of all of the forms of human emotion. It is pure love, charity, but it's more than just giving service or gifts or time or money. Charity, love, it's the way that we live. It's the way that we lead. One of my greatest teachers and influential examples said it like this. Charity is having patience with someone who's let us down. It's accepting weaknesses and shortcomings. It's accepting people as they truly are. It's looking beyond physical appearances and to attributes that will not fade throughout time. It is resisting the impulse to categorize others. Many of us here today have been the beneficiaries of this type of charity, this type of love. It's a pure love given when we least deserve it, and it is possibly the most transformational gift in all the world. We can receive this type of charity and love as doTERRA Wellness Advocates, but it is also our call to give it. Being a constant giver of this type of charity will change your life. It will set you free from negativity and judgment, and that is empowering. May we each consider today days that we can fill our hearts and minds and businesses with an increase of charity, because this love alone will have the powerful force that we now need to make the real difference that doTERRA is poised to make in the world. doTERRA is prepared to disrupt healthcare, but we are also poised to be in a powerful position to flood the world with light and love, not only with the gifts of essential oils and wellness products, but with hope and light. And my friends, does this world not need hope and light right now? We need it more than we ever had before, and you are the messengers. The way that we choose to leave today, to carry the spirit of this great convention, will shape our future. So it is time that we rise up. If right here, right now, you commit yourself to never, ever use an ounce of your energy to compete with or compare or judge or tear down anyone else in doTERRA, you will then be free to rise up. And together, combining each of our strengths and each of our abilities, we will be an unstoppable force for loving change and goodness in the world. We will be free to use every ounce of our energy to be messengers of this worthy message. And we will have the light within us to do the great work. And there is a lot of work left to be done. There are so many people out there today, maybe even some of you here right now, who still live in darkness, struggling with the weight of physical, mental, spiritual, and financial darkness. There are people at this very moment who have no idea how they're going to keep going. They might wear a mask. You might not know. But it is up to you and me to be so full of love that when those promptings, when those bits of inspiration come to us, we will know exactly what to do. If you don't care, who will? You are a wellness advocate. And as wellness advocates, we have been empowered. Being empowered means that we can then turn around to empower others. It is our time. And with a renewed purpose and determination, we can go forth now to empower with purpose. And then, if we do this with great love, to just stand back and watch as the whole wide world lights up. Because this is what it means to be a wellness advocate. Thank you.
You guys still there?
Yeah, she was great. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
still here.
Isn't she amazing?
That was fantastic testimonies.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw her at convention, I was bawling my eyes out. She was just so well spoken and so powerful and just inspirational and just like a breath of fresh air to me. And I thought it was a great way to kind of segue into the new year that, you know, now's the time to rise up and now's the time to share and love these products and share and love with anybody and everybody who really needs them. And I thought it was just a great way to kind of kick us off and have that positivity and that energy behind us to lead us this way throughout the year. So having said that, that's all I had to cover tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining. We will go ahead and pick up again in 2 weeks. And that date would be, that will be, let's see. January 29th will be the next time that we'll meet, and I will get together the information that you guys have requested this evening, and we'll just kind of take it week by week. And thank you guys. I appreciate your time and for being on the call.
Thanks, Jenna. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jenna. We'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.